The Miami Dolphins are reportedly one of the teams interested in Minnesota Vikings running back Dalvin Cook if the Vikings end up releasing the veteran. Barry Jackson of the Miami Herald looked at how the Dolphins continue to show interest in Cook as they seek to bolster that particular offensive unit. According to a source, the Dolphins are expected to inquire about Cook if he's released, Jackson wrote. And though Cook would be fine staying with Minnesota, the Dolphins would be among the teams of interest to him if he's released. What's unclear is how much Miami would be willing to pay him. The Dolphins were linked to Cook in the past. However, the draft capital offered by the Dolphins reportedly was a sticking point. Cook's status with the Vikings is uncertain, even though he still has 3 years remaining on the 5-year, $65 million deal he signed. Financial considerations might play into a Cook release, considering that his deal is not guaranteed for either 2024 or 2025. If the Vikings do end up releasing Cook this year, they'll be able to save a total of $32.8 million. Cook's huge salary is near the top for all NFL running backs and is the byproduct of his production on the field. In 6 seasons with the Vikings, Cook has rushed for 5,993 yards and 47 touchdowns. He's also caught 221 passes for 1,794 yards and scored 5 touchdowns through the air. That performance has resulted in 4 Pro Bowl selections for the 27-year-old Cook, who's rushed for more than 1,000 yards in each of the last 4 seasons. At present, the Dolphins have $3 million in cap space, with that number jumping to $16.6 million once Byron Jones' contract is no longer on the team's payroll. Any decision on whether to push forward with an acquisition of Cook may depend on what the Dolphins do in the 2023 NFL Draft later this month. Right now, a number of different running back prospects have been mentioned in connection with the Dolphins, most notably Jahmyr Gibbs from the University of Alabama. Selecting Gibbs would certainly make Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Waddle, both Crimson Tide alumni, happy, though that connection won't be a deciding factor. For now, the Dolphins appear to be in a position of waiting to see what will be the Vikings' final decision.